What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 15, Enter Flashtime.
There's a bomb on the nuke. It's already going off. What is going on? You're moving with me at super speed. As soon as I stop moving, it's game over. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Iris,
What?
I don't know what to do. I can't save this.
The Flash, only this Tuesday at 8.
Enter Flashtime.
Yeah, right?
Isn't that how the song goes?
I don't know what song you're talking about.
We're going to go back in time.
Oh.
Except we're going to enter Flashtime.
Wow.
My name is Barry Allen. I'm going to go stop a nuke. Playing in my pal Jay Garrick.
Alright, what happened in this episode?
I thought it was really cool that they started off, like, they showed the end of the episode and the beginning of the episode. I like when they do that, then it's like, and then in this case, it was 8 minutes prior.
Right.
But I like when they do stuff like that.
I didn't
So
know
they
if he
need-
was crying or sweating in the beginning.
Both.
He was...
Quetting.
Wow.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, but I couldn't come up with it.
I gotcha. So then we go 8 minutes into the past, which is very weird to think about. This episode is theoretically only 8 minutes.
Yeah,
But that's
I don't know
very
how I
neat.
feel about him just walking around and touching people and they're all... No, I'm going real fast. Trust me.
That it was a little odd, but I found it very. I thought they pulled it off very cool in this episode.
I mean... It's not like any of it's real, so you just gotta go with it.
Yeah, it's not like a man can really run that fast. Or
Yeah,
devour and all
so... But
that
I'm
shit.
like... I had to get past it. It
So yeah,
took me a second.
it was odd, and I'm glad they brought up at the end about how he didn't know where DeVoe was, and like when he gets out of his breeches, they figured out a way because his flash time and stuff like
His
that.
britches?
Breeches.
Oh.
When DeVoe takes his pants off. No, but I'm glad they brought that up because the whole episode I was like, okay, this is neat, but why did when DeVoe shows up in the back alley, why isn't he just like enter flash time and grabs him? But I'm glad
With
that
everybody.
yeah, I'm glad they brought that up that he didn't like it just happened like he didn't know. So then now he has the idea
Like,
he
wouldn't
can enter DeVoe's portal.
Wouldn't you
like
do that with everybody?
Well, I think that's the point though. He just kind of figured it out.
Figured it out, and I think it takes a lot out of him.
Yeah, it seemed like he was pretty bad at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Because, I mean, otherwise you could just freeze time, walk over to the guy, pull his pants down,
Yeah,
you know.
jiggle his balls.
Yeah.
So the team is training to try to enter DeVoe's breaches. We thought that was kind of cool. They haven't been in that speedster training part of Star Labs in a while.
Yeah, it's more about, what are we going to do?
Yeah, usually they're
Yeah.
usually drawing on a board like this, nah, and then something happens.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty neat. It starts like that, and then we had to have this moment. Bear and Iris are talking. It's all sweet, normal stuff. And she goes, "Yeah, we are the Flash."
And he agreed.
And he's like, "Yeah, but we are also Iris and Barry." I'm like, "No, bitch. I know you become the Flash next episode, but you're not the Flash. Stop saying that."
Yeah, but what are you going to say next episode?
God,
She
she's gonna say that next episode because she will be the Flash.
And, to be honest, I mean, the purple, she's like in the Mace Windu now.
That purple speed did look pretty goddamn cool. I gotta admit.
I mean, remember when we played Injustice? Remember how cool my purple Flash was?
That's true. So a terrorist group attacks CCPD in Argus, and then they activate a nuke. Which I thought that was pretty cool, seeing like the whole cops fighting and all that.
Yeah.
And like they all freeze as Barry gets in there and like stop her from activating it, and then she activates it anyways.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I like how everyone's like frozen, and then when he comes back there later, they're like
Slowly
blown
getting
up.
more, because like they're not really frozen. They're just very, very,
Yeah.
very slowly
Yeah.
moving. Which
To us, they're frozen.
Yeah, which I think that kind of helped make it seem less goofy. Because as the episode goes on, you see a little bit more of an effect to them.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really
Like the
neat.
explosion, like slowly explosion.
Yeah, towards the end of the
Explosioning? Exploding was kind of cool.
towards the end of the episode, there was like some guys like half in the air and shit.
Yeah,
And
and like Joe was getting pushed back.
Yeah, it was very neat. I also liked.
I did notice that one cop got shot, and Joe handed him a tissue and said, "Here, put this on it." And I was like, that was like a Kleenex. What's he supposed to do with that?
I know you said that, and I looked, and it did. I mean, maybe it was supposed to just be look like a cloth.
Yeah, but
But
I literally like
but
he
it,
was like,
it was a very poorly
yeah.
All the money went into Flash running this episode, and everybody's staying still.
They're like, "Fuck, get him a Kleenex."
So then Barry tells Jesse to go to Earth 3 and get Jay Garrick, which I like that. I love Jay Garrick and Jesse.
Yeah, he didn't really help much.
No, he really just went there and said, "Don't do this." Fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But still, him doing that was still cool. But
you just wanted to see him again.
yeah, there was a lot of. What do you think about Harry and Jesse talking about his wife, her mother dying, and all that. Find that interesting?
Yeah, I mean,
I wish we kind of got. I wish at the end
it kind of came out of the blue to me.
a little bit, yeah.
But I mean, it's.
That's different. That's the first we've heard. I mean, obviously he had a wife.
I like
or
how
something.
the only way he can communicate with people is if they read his thoughts, because he can't.
I find that kind of funny
He's
though.
kind of bad at expressing himself, I guess.
But at the end when they were when she was reading his mind, I wish we could have like maybe seen a little bit of what they were doing instead of just hearing it. But I mean that would have like required them to get the actress and all that stuff. So I get why they did it. But I found that pretty interesting this episode. So then Barry.
She didn't die, by the way.
Yeah, she didn't die. Paige, you're wrong. Barry brings Cisco and Harry separate times into Flashtime and asks for their help.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of cool. It almost got to the point where they got to clear Frost. Like, let's try this. It failed. Let's try this. It failed. It was getting a little goofy.
I was a little afraid it was gonna be a dream.
You said that, and I was like, no, they wouldn't make it that stupid.
That would be
that would
because
have pissed me off.
you read that someone didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, oh, that would really make me hate it if this
Yeah.
wasn't real.
But that wasn't the case. Thank God.
Yeah.
But like Cisco tried to breach, and like it was goofy some of the stuff, but it really made sense. Like why his breaches didn't work, why Killer Frost stuff didn't work. So I was happy with that. Harry, he had an idea to send it to the Speed Force, which, in a way, that's kind of how they pulled it off. Not exactly, but
Yeah. Instead they brought the Speed Force to it.
yeah. Lost my spot. Oh yeah, so they used Killer Frost to talk about that, and then Barry finally gets to Iris, as we saw in the beginning of the episode. He's like, I don't know if I can save us, whatever. He's talking, they're having a moment, and he calls her his lightning rod. Then she gets the idea, oh my god, which, right as he said that, I was like, oh, that's why they showed in the previously on Cisco's little cube thing, or sphere. So then he goes and gets the sphere out of the Speed Force, and him running back, that whole scene was pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then he runs in the cop car and throws. I liked when he was first running into the Speed Force, and he runs past a car, and it like just hit a puddle, so all the water was like going up. It looked really cool.
That's when he ran past the guys, and they were like slowly getting blown up.
Yeah, and they came back, and then he throws it, falls to the floor, and saves the day.
I wish he would have took like an extra second, like someone would have been like losing like their face.
They're slowly getting like melted to the side, like a really slow Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would have been neat, but God, that would have been terrible. You look over, it's just Joe melting.
They all would have looked like the chick from Black Lightning.
Yeah, they would have. So they get the spirit there, and then Joe finds the terrorist video about the lady that she was gonna send out to the news stations and all that shit. When Central City actually blew up, but it didn't, and she got taken down. And then we get our third appearance, I believe, of the mystery girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to call her Dawn Allen yet, or whatever Allen, because we don't really know who she is yet, as she doesn't have been named yet. Just mystery girl.
Right.
This one was the weirdest by far.
Yeah. So
the other one's just she seemed like super happy, like, oh my god, I'm out of place, and like this is neat. But then this one, she's like, it did.
Yeah, right at the
Talking
end,
to
which
them.
It could be evil.
It could have been
It coulda
evil,
just been-
or it could have been like they want us to think it's evil.
Right.
Because like I feel like they want us to think that she's
So-
part of DeVoe's plan or part of DeVoe or whatever. But I still feel like she's part of Flash's family, and she's coming back to help him beat DeVoe.
So do you think it's crazy that I thought maybe that Jay Garrett is training her, and that's
No, I never thought of that, but I do see that being possible.
because
And like because he was kind of like secretive about how he was saying it.
secret about it, and he called her a she.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe he knows about Barry's future children or grandchildren, however they're going to play this out,
Right.
and he's going to train her, and that's
But he can't tell him because I don't know.
well, because if it might mess up future shit.
Yeah.
It'll create a whole new Flashpoint. Like I said earlier, if they change the nuke thing, Diggle's son would have 3 eyes or something. Who
Right.
knows? But it was interesting. I think she's supposed to be in like 2 or 3 episodes. I think she's supposed to appear in an end credit scene again, and then that episode after that, she'll be in the full episode.
Well, that's my theory,
That's interesting. I kind of like that theory.
but we'll see. I'm usually
Yeah.
wrong. So.
The only part that'll be tough about that is I don't know if Jay Garrick's supposed to be in another episode this season, but who knows? They can kind of hide that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was a really, really strong episode. I really, really enjoyed it. Might be one of my favorites of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it, but it's not one of my favorites. Like,
really?
It was kind of like a filler episode.
It was. I don't know what it's called. There's a type of episode where like they don't have a lot of money through, or they're saving their budget to do something else, so they film it on like their normal sets. Like they like if it was like Cheers, they'd film the whole episode in the bar, nothing else, don't do anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
it definitely that type of episodes because they were only in Star Labs and the even in Speed Force, which is just green screen. They just literally probably moved over to the next
Right.
stage. It was one of those episodes, but it wasn't boring. It was very very
No,
interesting.
it was very interesting because we haven't seen it like that before.
Yeah.
And it definitely kept my interest. And
I got one thing I wanted to mention is, do you think the stuff they did with Killer Frost this episode when she was talking to her and all that, do you think they're slowly gonna mix Killer Frost and Caitlyn into the same person now?
it seems like it.
I hope they do. 'Cause
Yeah.
I kind of don't like the dual personality
Yeah.
stuff, even though now the one's nice, but I don't like her not remembering what happened. I don't like that at all. So I really hope by the
Yeah.
end of the season or whenever they're
I mean, I'd be cool if they just kept Killer Frost.
See, I want them to mix it, like she can just be like,
Yeah.
poof, and be the same, just be Caitlyn Frost.
It's kind of cool though that because Killer Frost's attitude is funny.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get rid of that. I think she'll still kind of have that edge,
Right.
but it'll be Caitlyn too.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you want to say about the episode?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, thanks for watching our Flash review for this week. We'll be back next week for another episode, and I do want to mention, well, one, go check out our Black Lightning review, and two, our Arrow review is going to come out Friday this week, and because I'm going to go see a movie and we got other shit planned, so yeah. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go check out our Patreon, and we'll see you guys next time.